what do you know? It's me, your boy Temp Sids, coming back after a little bit of a hiatus. I think it's been like 9 months. Oh, what up, gangsters? Yeah, I reckon it's been like 9 months since my last upload, which is, look, I'll be honest, it's pretty shitty of me, but exciting news, I do have a new motorcycle. Ta-da! Which is this Yamaha XT660. It was an R and now it's an X, and the astute viewer may recognize it from when I reviewed it years and years ago. So yeah, this is it. No more SV650. I've done a little switcheroo with my boy, and in its stead I've got this. Now, why? Because I seem to be going on an absolute rampage of getting slower and slower motorcycles, and that's a good point there that you bring up, viewer, about my choice in motorcycles. But let me just say this, this is the first time potentially ever that I've had a motorcycle that I actually kind of fit on, which is wild to me. How this came about is like a few months ago I did a trip through Vietnam on a motorbike, I don't even know what I had anymore. My mate was on a Yamaha XR 150, and I had, God, I can't even remember, I had a 250 Honda of some variety, and even though it was just a wee little 250, that week through northern Vietnam that I spent on the bike pretty much sold me on getting a dirt bike. And then I had a chat to my mate that owned this, and he was looking at changing and I was looking at changing, and it ended up being a perfect little switcheroo that we pulled. He got an absolutely awesome bike in the SV. It's kind of sad to see it go. It was weird because it was never meant to. It was never a bike that I was passionate about, the SV, and yet somehow it ended up being both the bike that I owned for the longest and the bike that I did the least amount of content on. But I actually did a fair, well, not a fair bit. I painted the bike green to make it look halo, which you might have seen if you follow my socials at Temp Sids. Yeah, you might have seen green halo bike there, and I put the LED headlight on it, which was cool, but that's about all I did to it, to be fair. Which is not actually a lot, but I say this every time I get a bike and I never follow through, but I've got big plans for this XT, and if anyone follows me or knows me, they'll know how much I froth a scrambler, and as such that is the goal for this. I reckon it's kind of the perfect bike to do it on. She's already a little bit clapped out, as you can see down here. She's got 50,000 Ks on her, so she's a bit clapped out. I'm not in love with the styling. I'm not attached to it being a supermoto, so I can sort of go like a little bit of a medium chunky but still good tyre. It's already got the suspension and height of a dirt bike, and the main important bit is that the frame is flat, so it's going to make it easy to throw one of those like flat retro cafe racer seats on, and then I just chuck a tank on, and all of a sudden I've got a scrambler that I actually fit on, because most of the scrambler builds you see are done on like little bikes. So yeah, so XT660 scrambler could be a goer. There's a few examples of them out already, and I froth them, and I'm a big boy, which means that it's going to work perfectly for me. Yeah, and so I tell you what, I've already been loving this. So for those that don't know, it's a 660cc single, which makes it a big old thumper, which is definitely an interesting characteristic coming from the SV, which was so damn smooth, to this bad boy. Yeah, where it's actually I might get up here and do a Yui. Yeah, where this thing is so smooth. Sorry, the SV was so smooth, but imagine if I binned it here. That looks like such a numpty. Yeah, so it's quite an interesting talk, but it is fun being able to just absolutely rev the tits off of this, and then like not be doing crazy speeds. You know, like I'm sort of getting to the point where I actually don't care that much about going fast, and it still goes fast enough. Like, that sounds like a bit of a coke. This thing is still quick, but it's not as quick as other things on the road, and I kind of appreciate, like, in the motorbike, like, it's still quicker than most cars, but god damn, it's so comfortable for me to ride, just that higher seating position. I mean, like, I can actually straighten my legs, which is wild for me because I'm 6'7", so being able to straighten the legs is redonkulous. There's also quite a good possibility that we're not even going to set this traffic light off, so we can just sit here and have a chat, and then I can wind it out to 80 on this road, and you can see what the acceleration's like. I mean, it's pretty nippy. It's not, you know, anything with more than one cylinders, but it's good fun. And I've done all the important mods so far. I've put heated grips on, these same ones that I reviewed many years ago. I went back to them because they're so sleek, although there is a bit of play in the throttle tube, so I might get rid of them, but I found my heated gloves. But I do appreciate in this Melbourne winter having heated gloves. And then I got the old phone charger there, which is honestly an essential. This little like X-Grip wireless phone charger is bloody sick. Yeah, so like she gets up and boogies, you know. It's not like it's slow. It's a big bike, like as far as dirt bikes go. I mean, the dual exhaust is kind of a weird choice because it's a bloody, you know, it's a single cylinder. Why you got dual exhausts? But who am I to argue with the engineers at Yamaha? They know more than me. Yeah, it's a cool looking bike, and I'm very excited for what I have planned. I'll probably not do an in-depth build. I'll probably just chuck a whole heap of things on and show you how it's tracking, because my patience for A, Ford Rangers, and B, filming content like that when I'm not an expert. I'm just sort of doing janky shit to bikes for fun, so it's not amazing content when, you know, people do 10k's under the speed limit, or when I like do install videos, you know, like you're not really learning anything out of that. So yeah, we might not do that with this, but I'll definitely keep you updated on the build and how it progresses. And make sure you follow on the socials, because there's a bloody good chance that I'll post on there more often than I'll post on here. Slow bitch. But yeah, and that, got a few different bike series and reviews planned. I need to edit the footage from Vietnam as well, which was honestly such an amazing trip. It was absolutely incredible. Yeah, this has just been a little temp sits update, just to show you what's going on with the bike, let you know that I am still alive. I got things planned. Whether or not they come to fruition is another. Stay tuned for the Vietnam video. I did put a little clip together on my TikTok, if you want to follow Temp Sits on TikTok. I don't really post on there either, but I put together a few clips of Vietnam, and that was, yeah, it was honestly so sick. I mean, the trip made me go out and get a bike like this, so yeah. that's about all I got for you for the moment. I'm gonna go away for a few weeks, and hopefully while I'm gone all the stuff that I've ordered arrives. This one is just so fun. It's so fun to lean this thing. The handling's crazy. I love it. I love the geometry of riding a bike like this. Like, I can put up with it being slower because it's so good. Yeah, make sure you stay tuned for the build. If you want to know more about this bike in particular, I reviewed it years and years ago, well before I even thought about buying it, so check that out. Yeah, I've been Tem6. Thanks for catching up with me today, guys. You've been gorgeous. I don't like all the traffic here. Oh yeah, traffic's fucked everywhere. Yeah, so I might just do a little bit of scoot. Actually, what does kind of annoy me is just like, I like the hand guards. It's annoying for filtering, so I've got to figure out what I want to do, because I do filter a lot. Exhibit A. Just ski past all these people. This is a one-way road, so we don't really have to stress out here. Scoot. Hey man, why do you always ride your motorbike in winter? This is why. Bloody Mercedes. Who do you think you are, Toto Wolff? But yeah, just pop out here at the front. Thanks for coming. Yeah. If there's anything you guys would like to see me ride, or hell, if you're in Melbourne and you want to catch up for a ride, drop us a line. Always down. I've met a few people through the channel now actually, and it's been awesome. So yeah, just keep on keeping on. But on that note, I'll catch you guys on the next one. That's Tem6 out. Peace.